Hello students, welcome to Business 101, Introduction to Business. I'm here in my home office here in Jackson, Michigan, so if you see the bunk beds in the background, that's for my grandchildren. My wife and I have 7 grandchildren and they come over here quite often, so that's where they sleep. Listen, this course is a survey in the field of business, including topics such as management and finance, accounting, marketing, production, computers, international business, small business, a whole bunch of stuff, investment, and other areas of general business interest. It's all the basics you need to know to be competently speaking the language of business. All right. The objective of this course is to help you learn about and know how to participate in the business decisions that go on around you each day. In an online course like this, I expect that there are folks with just a little bit of business background and experience, and some perhaps with a lot of experience, and all areas in between with people's experiences and whatnot. It's okay. No matter what level of business understanding that you have, I think you'll learn some things in this course. In this course, we're going to be learning and studying topics such as the free enterprise system and its role in our economy, how businesses operate in our ever-changing political, social, and economic contexts. How about the role of ethics in a biblical worldview in our economic environment? We're going to look at that too. The various business structures such as small businesses, startups, entrepreneurialism, and franchises. What do all those look like? How about how businesses function and need to be integrated or tied together to each other? We're going to consider, for example, how business functions such as management, organization, human relations, operations management, marketing, accounting, finance, and ethics, how they all kind of work together in an organization, in a business. And the methods that people used in businesses, or that use in businesses to arrive at effective decisions. What are some of those methods that people use? We're going to look at that too. And as we go along, I'm going to pepper in and remind you, as does the text, that there are various career opportunities for you in business. All right. So, in our world, the fundamental tools of owning, managing, or participating in a business are constantly changing. For example, just in my lifetime, I've seen a number of major changes. I'm in my mid-50s now, okay? And when I started working professionally back in the early 80s, the use of the internet to gain access to any number of business data was not available early on in my career. Today, though, I make use of the internet tools all the time and don't even think about it anymore. The internet has changed the way businesses gather and use data. That's no surprise to you, but if we're in a time like I was before then, it's quite a transition. And then how about the use of social media? It wasn't even around. It wasn't a vocabulary thing that you used in the mid-80s. Connecting to customers using new tools like Facebook, obviously, LinkedIn. Connect with me on LinkedIn, by the way. I'm on LinkedIn. I'd be glad to connect with you. Instagram, Twitter, all those tools, for instance, they were game changers. They are game changers. I can't imagine right now connecting to customers or suppliers today without those tools in place. Healthcare has completely changed over the last 35 years since I've been working. I used to get 100% of my medical, dental, and vision paid for. Imagine that. My point in talking about these changes in these fundamental tools is just this. They're just tools. All right? The methods have changed, the tools have changed, and even the names of some of those things have changed too. But business fundamentals, they haven't changed. So what are those business fundamentals that will continue to live on despite the changes that technology and technological innovation brings us? Well, how about this? As business people, we need to know how our business fits into society. What do our customers want from us? We need to have a sense of ethics, and we need to practice those ethics in our business. We need to legally form our businesses so it's recognized by others as legitimate. We need to organize our labor force to accomplish the task of creating goods and services for our society. And we need to manage and develop the people who work for us in our businesses to inspire them to do their very best. We need to understand how to market our products and our services to potential customers. Again, doesn't matter what the tool name is that you use to do the marketing, you still got to do the marketing. And finally, we have to understand the mechanics of connecting our finances and our organization together in such a way that we continue to be a going business concern. It is those fundamentals of business that we're studying in this term in this class. Yes, the context is now today, but the fundamentals, they're timeless and they'll be around a long time from now too. So as we go through this material in this time period, remember the fundamentals so that as technology changes and innovation occurs, you can still be a leader in business when you're my age. Remember the fundamentals from this course and you can still speak the language of business. I often get asked by students, what's the most important concept that I want you to learn in my course? And here it is. I want you to see God through the language of business. Think about it like this. I believe that when God created us in that first week of creation, as it's described in the first couple of chapters of Genesis in the Bible, He didn't just make the physical and science world around us. He made us to be in relationship with each other. He gave us this ability and a skill or trade by which to work for Him, to do His work. In doing that work, we are provided for. And the very basic elements of commerce and trade and work are built into us. God put that into us. God ordained those things. And in all of my courses, I want you to see God's great work around you in the different things that we talk about, whether it be organizational theory, operations management, accounting, business, introduction to business and business practices. All those things are great works of God. And so my end goal is for you to see yourself as a leader that God will use to build His kingdom. Bet you didn't expect to hear that, did you? Well, I want to enable you to be a leader in the organization where you work. And understanding the fundamentals of how business works is a big step towards that objective. Okay, so here's some things I want you to remember as we go. First, read the syllabus if you haven't already. The syllabus is like a contract or an agreement between us. It defines what I'm going to do and it defines what you have to do to learn the material. So please spend a few minutes reading the syllabus. Each week, I'll post 2 videos for you to watch. The first video is a biblical devotional related to leadership or a biblical worldview. I will either do those devotionals myself like I've done in the past and share them with you, or I'll find some devotionals from some other people who I trust and I'll share those videos with you as well. Integrating a biblical worldview into our leadership walk is a must if you're a believer in Jesus Christ. And the second video that I post is a short mini lecture, kind of like what I'm doing now, but it'd be more like a PowerPoint style, about the week coming up. It will not be very deep, but that comes from the text. It will be an overview to help guide you through the material. And also, occasionally, I'll include a video, a news article, or a scholarly article that overlaps our course. Engage with these extra materials, as I think they will add more depth to your learning as we go through this course each week. Each week, I'm going to hold virtual office hours. For now, those hours are going to be on Tuesday evenings from 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Arizona time, Mountain Time. And you can find the Zoom link to my weekly virtual office hours in the course welcome material module. I'll be logged into the Zoom meeting, waiting for other people to join in and exit as you want to. I can have multiple people in the meeting concurrently, like at the same time, so don't worry about scheduling an appointment during office hours. Just jump in, talk for a few minutes if you want to, and then jump back out. And during those office hours, we can review and discuss whatever you want to. Regarding the pace of the class, remember the class week begins on Monday and ends on Sunday. Pay close attention to the due dates for each weekly activity. If you cannot meet a due date, reach out to me, talk to me, let me know what's going on. If you contact me before you miss a deadline, I'll likely be much more gracious and understanding and maybe even extend the deadline. But if you wait till afterwards, probably not so gracious. All right, finally, to keep you focused, I'm only releasing the course material 1 week at a time. I don't want you rushing forward in the material and missing the details of the current week. So the week's material is released on Sunday at noon, just before the course week begins on Monday. All right, that's it. I'm excited to be working with you guys during this term and looking forward to getting to know you better. Remember, God is on His throne. He's always been there, and he always will be.